Maybe I should touch on the graphic equalizer thing and just expand on that. You've opened the door for the discussion on the graphic equalizer. So I recall talking to some cadets at Sandhurst that we were teaching, and I suddenly in my mind came up with this idea of the ghetto blast, the 1980s boombox, two big speakers, double tape deck, and it had all these dials on it, and we would call them graphic equalizers. I'm sure the sound guys here would say they're not graphic equalizers, but whatever. There were all these different dials that had some impact on some element of the sound, of the output. But of course, none of us knew what they did. It just, the more you had, the cooler this bit of kit was. But I reckon the point here though is, if you had all those dials up at maximum, it would sound awful. And if you had all the dials down at the bottom, it would also sound awful. And if you were going to use them properly, you would set the dials for the right output for that particular piece of music. But then the music might change and you'd change the dials again to get the right output. And it suddenly dawned to me that this is just like leadership. If you want the leadership, the output of your leadership, the result of your leadership to be X, then set your dials in one particular way, but it's never consistent. So you're always having to change the sound dials. Our sound guy's probably changing them as we speak, because it's always moving.